Last week's video was on how to heal anything, and I talked about why we need to question our unquestioned beliefs in order to widen our consciousness, expand our perceptions, so we can see the healing possibilities that have always been around us. And today I want to talk about some of those healing possibilities. These are 10 free and very powerful healing tools and techniques and modalities that I've used on my own journey. First up is earthing. And this is the very simple process of putting your body, your feet, your body in direct contact with the earth. So with dirt, with sand, on grass. And what happens is that the earth's electrical charge is going to flow into your body. The earth has a negative electrical charge. It has a lot of negative electrons, and our bodies can get overly positively charged, especially from our modern lifestyle, from exposure to a lot of technology and being indoors too much. And so when we have direct contact with the earth, it allows that negative charge to flow into our body. And the health benefits of this are just so systemic and monumental. There's a lot of studies on earthing. I will link to them alongside this video. But earthing is shown to reduce inflammation, to support cardiovascular health, to support blood sugar, to support skin health. So wide-reaching benefits, really simple. You can have clothes on, or you can have like a blanket down on the grass. You can have a cloth in between you and the ground. The key is just not to have rubber or metal that is going to get in the way of that electrical current. And this is why shoes will prevent us from earthing, because they block that electrical charge. This is such a simple technique that you can make part of your day, especially when the weather is nice. When we have nice weather or sunshine here, I am earthing for at least 30 minutes every single day. And that brings me to my next point, which is sunshine. I used to be terrified of the sun. I believed the propaganda that told me that sun exposure meant skin cancer and sun damage, but that is exactly what it was. It was propaganda. And the fear of the sun needs to be categorized with the fear of saturated fats and the fear of cholesterol and all those other mainstream health myths that are based on bias and false science and financial and political influence. So if we look at our ancestors, they had so much more sun exposure. Did they have skin cancer? No, because skin cancer is caused by the same thing that causes other cancers, which is environmental, pollutants, emotional. And what's interesting is that a lot of research shows that the vitamin D we get from sun exposure actually reduces our cancer risk. Now, if you have fair skin like me, the key is to not burn. So what I have to do every single summer when the sun comes out in the Pacific Northwest is gradually increase my sun exposure day by day so that I build up my skin's tolerance. And another key here is that your diet actually impacts your skin's ability to burn or to be tolerant to the sun. So if you're eating really high quality fats like coconut oil and pastured butter and pastured egg yolks, things I've talked about before, that's going to improve your skin's health and resilience. Third is EFT or tapping. And this has been such a huge piece of my own emotional healing journey, which is so intricately linked with our physical healing. And by releasing trapped emotions in our body, we can get to the next level of physical healing. EFT is where you tap on certain acupressure and acupuncture points while you're talking through limiting beliefs or trauma or negative emotions, and doing so, you kind of unhook the emotional charge from those thoughts, beliefs, and past experiences. The shifts are so tremendous. This is such a gentle therapy with a lot of clinical studies supporting its efficacy. My favorite resource for tapping is Brad Yates' videos on YouTube. They're all completely free, and he has such a huge video of tapping on different topics, and you can just start a video and tap and talk along with him. Fourth is cold water exposure. So you can do this by jumping into a cold body of water like a lake or an ocean, or if you have a cold tub available to you. What I do personally is cold showers. Now, cold water, it shocks your body and it constricts your blood vessels. This has a lot of systemic health benefits. It's shown to support cardiovascular health, immune system health, and also lymphatic function, because when you get that squeeze of all your blood vessels, your lymphatic system does not have a pump like your cardiovascular system has the heart. To get lymphatic fluid and toxins released and moving through our body, our lymphatic circulatory system requires our movement and also the movement of our blood vessels. So this constriction is a really great way to get that whole body detox and lymphatic fluid moving through your body. So here's what I recommend to start this practice. It's not necessarily comfortable in the beginning, and it's something you work up to. So I started doing my cold showers in the summer. When the weather was warmer, it was easier to transition that way. And then I would just do a regular shower in warm water, and then at the end I would do a cold flush, and I would kind of gradually build up the timing I could stand from the cold water, and I just kept that up through the fall and winter. It's much easier to do it that way than starting the cold showers in the cold winter months. Next is oil pulling. This is a simple technique for improving teeth and gum health and breath freshness. It's an ancient Ayurvedic therapy, and all you do is you take 2 teaspoons of cold pressed oil. Some people like to use sesame oil. I prefer coconut oil. You put this in your mouth first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and you swish it around pretty vigorously for about 15 minutes. And you really want to work it in through your teeth, around your gums. And what it does is it draws out bacteria from your mouth. And bacteria is a primary cause not only of poor breath, but of gum and teeth problems. And some people say that this creates a whole body detoxification as well. I will link a tutorial on how to properly do oil pulling alongside this video, but the key is you need to spit into a trash can. Don't put the swished oil down the sink, down a drain, because it can clog your pipes. So pro tip there, but go read on how to do oil pulling. Next is dancing. This is my favorite soul medicine. There is a reason why high control fundamentalist cults and religions of that vein, or like the COVIDian cult, put restrictions on dancing and gathering together in movement, because it is such a powerful way to raise your vibration. And there is a reason why all ancient cultures had dance as a part of their ritual and their spiritual practices, because it truly is spiritual medicine. So just put on some fun music and dance around your kitchen. That's what I like to do. I also like to find fun free dance videos on YouTube, whether those are like aerobic videos to pop songs. Pamela Reif has some good ones, or like Zumba dance classes you can just take online. So have fun with that. Breathwork is another amazing healing modality. I feel like I was a little bit late in the game to practicing breathwork. But what I found, something really simple that I like to do, is Wim Hof's guided breathing meditation. It's like an 11-minute video. You can do this when you wake up in the morning and or before bed. I like to do this in the morning. I think this is better than coffee. Same with the cold showers. Like with breath work and cold showers in the morning, you're gonna be unstoppable. Next is tree hugging. And I mean this literally. So there's a reason why you feel happier and calmer when you're in a field of wildflowers or a garden surrounded by fresh blooming flowers, or why you feel so peaceful when you're leaning up against a tree and just resting in the shade. Because all plants and trees and flowers, they have an energetic field that has unique healing properties to the human body, and specifically to our emotional energy field that surrounds our bodies. This is something I talk a lot about at my flower essence company, Floral Song, because flower essences are a beautiful way to capture that energy field of the flower and transfer it directly to our body, where it can help release trapped emotions, shift limiting beliefs. If you're interested in using flower essences, go to floralsong.com, but you can also experience that just by being in the presence of trees and of flowers. You know, there's a lot of synergistic aspects of why being in nature makes us feel good and helps our emotional health and our mental health, but one of those factors is the energetic fields that are emitted by plants and by trees. Then we have visualization. Now, if you are just starting to learn about law of attraction or the power of your thoughts to shape your reality. One book I would recommend is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This was written in 1937, and it is like the seminal mindset book. He was a very powerful spiritual being and was using terminology around vibration and energy fields. Now we have these in our common parlance, but he was kind of sensing into these factors before we had that lingo for them. And this will really give you encouragement and motivation to start using visualization as a practice in your life and really getting clear on what do you want to create in your life and holding that in your thought field. I love visualization. It's something I just did naturally. And then I realized it was a powerful tool to shape the life and the work that I want to do in the world. Daydreaming is fun. This is basically what it is. And there's a reason why our schools, which are indoctrination centers, train kids out of daydreaming. What I do for my visualization practice is 20 or 30 minutes before I go to bed, I just put on some really soft, relaxing instrumental music and I close my eyes and I imagine the ideal day that I would like to create for myself in the future. Or if I'm facing a challenge or a problem in my life, I just imagine an outcome where things are completely smoothed out in the most beautiful, easy way. And I imagine the outcome, the perfect outcome that I would want there. It's really great to do this right when you wake up in the morning or right before bed because your subconscious mind is a little more permeable and relaxed at that point than in the middle of the day. And the last free healing technique is speed writing. This is a journaling process that allows you to circumvent the programming in your conscious mind where we hold our limiting beliefs and where we hold the enculturation and the mindsets that we get from those around us. And we can write instead from our intuition, from our higher self, or even access our subconscious that way. I have a free tutorial on how to do speed writing from the voice of your body. So this is really great if you are wanting to be more intuitive around what to eat or what choices you need to make in your life. You can tap in to your body's wisdom through speed writing. So I will link that with this video. And then if you enjoy this process or if you want to go deeper, speed writing is the foundation of my book, Beyond the Rule Book, a 30-day writing journey for a quantum leap in your life. And this has 30 days of very unique and very fun speed writing prompts that allow you to get into different corners and pockets of your deep wisdom that our modern culture kind of tends to shut ourselves off from. So check that book out if you're interested in going deeper in that process. Have fun exploring and trying out these 10 free and incredible healing processes and techniques, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.